President Barrow mo multimi yalan ko 14 days till tanin nani to wala ke atara rural Gambia me musanto to I meeting all kije saying second leg of the tomb but wala economy yalan ko wala toning na kunya fulan nyinde so what do you made up from the meet the people to so far? I think we are now 16 days or 17 days into the tour.
Yeah, I think just like many people have highlighted about the nature of Meet the People tour. It is without a doubt that it is a legitimate act, something that is backed by law, the Constitution of the Gambia, where every year the President of the Republic go on a tour meeting with farmers and the people, getting feedback as to what is the state of nature in terms of how the country is being administered. And I think it is also an opportunity for the president to give or to get feedback, first-hand information from what people are facing across the state. So I think it is very important on paper that the president go out on a tour to interact with people and also get feedback that can help inform government decisions or government actions. But nonetheless, we've seen that over the years, especially during the time of President Jammeh, the tour has been heavily politicized, and everybody knows that. And also, President Barrow, in my opinion, is also flowing on the same footing with Jammeh. I was discussing with somebody and I said, I think this is the biggest scoop for the NPP political party, in a sense that other political parties will have to lobby for funds and campaign during elections. But MPP's campaign before the election has been paid for by taxpayers' money because of the nature of the tour, the caliber of people that are attending the tour, the people that are following the president. There is no differentiation between government and politicians in the tour, which I think is a fundamental error. It is erroneous in that aspect. What I believe the tour seek to achieve is for government to have a direct interaction with people, and therefore politics should be aside. So in my own judgment. So
you bury then they want to like the president is a natural politician. The minister they are politicians. So you cannot separate them and politics together. So obviously President Besugi fuck with politics because it is true that he is going to get re-election.
You see, political parties exist for a reason. The sole purpose of political parties is to contest and win elections. Now the activities of parties are independent from the activities of government. Once you are elected by the people, your mandate is to serve the people. That's why during elections, political parties will take a different tone, detach themselves from government. But over the years, what we have seen, it is very difficult to delink between government and political parties. And that's the same culture that also continues under the current dispensation.
So, but if you look at the constitution, but then they feel like the constitution is so open. So it opened doors for the president to introduce politics in this store, in a sense that there is no part of the constitution that limit him not to go beyond that mandate, like what is stated.
No. I think Meet the People tour is very clear. It is a constitutional provisions where the president and government officials interact with those that they serve. Now, mind you, I am not here to criticize whether the tours will take place or not. The format and the methodology is what I disagree with. Okay? You listen to the tour, the first message that the president will give is personal attack against politicians. Like as a Gambian and as a farmer in my village, I have no interest in knowing what happens to the UDP, what happens to Lawyer Dabo, what happens to Esa Fall. I'm interested in knowing what government is doing, the policies that government is bringing to my location. So I think that is the purpose of the tour.
So what's funny is sometimes like President Bisuwa Helulu
and that is the funniest part. It's as if people do not still understand the relevance and significance of this tour. I was talking to somebody else and I also reiterated the same thing. Like, it seems people are more interested in listening to personal attacks rather than what government has to offer or what government is doing. Government will say, we've been building this, like nobody cares to listen. But once you go personal, mischaracterization of one another, that is where people seek to pay most attention to. But that is not how politics ought to be in a real sense. And therefore, for me, politics in the Gambia has been dysfunctional and distorted for a very long period of time. And subsequent government, I'm not saying Barrow is the first doing it. Jammeh was even doing worse than Barrow, maybe to some extent. But it is the same format and the same manner in which all of them are doing it.